Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. USD JPY respects Japanese downbeat Q2 GDP with an uptick above 106.50 http ntvforex.com news IDA 0B1692 2 minutes ago by Anil Panchal. USD JPY fails to extend Friday AS weakness while bouncing off 106.54. Japanese Q2 preliminary GDP drops below 7.6% forecast to 7.8% QoQ, marks the biggest economic contraction of the Asian nation. Market sentiment recovers as U.S. House returns to session later this week. Sino-American tussle pushed back the trade deal review, the virus gets stronger in the second wave. USD JPY takes the bids near 106.62, intraday high of 106.65, as markets in Tokyo open for trading on Monday. The yen pair recently reacted to the preliminary readings of Japanese second quarter Q2 gross domestic product GDP. Also likely to favor the pair's upside could be the latest shift in the market's risk tone. Read NBSP Japan GDP biggest contraction since data became available in 1980. Risk on sentiment adds to the greenback wosa. Although the unclear postponement of the U.S.-China trade deal review initially weighed on the market's sentiment, news that the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi called on resume the session later this week renewed the risk-on mood. The reason could be traced from the American stimulus deadlock that led the policymakers to call off the House for a month during the last week. Although the Congress is less likely to push the coronavirus COVID-19 aid package talks during this week, hopes of any hints for the same kind be ruled out. Even so, the fears of the pandemic and the US-China tussle restrict the market's upbeat sentiment. Talking about the virus, the latest figures from France stayed above 3,000 for the second day, while Australia's Victoria marks the highest death toll. Further, Japanese Tokyo registered fifth consecutive day of beyond 200 new cases while marking 260 new cases on Saturday. On the other hand, American President Donald Trump continues to tighten his grip over Beijing while recently ordering to offload TikTok. In return, the Dragon Nation shows readiness to retaliate, as general, if the U.S. announces any more sanctions. Against this backdrop, S&P 500 futures rise over 0.25% to 3,370, whereas U.S. 10-year Treasury yields also mark minor gains to keep 0.71% level. Having witnessed the initial reaction of Japanese GDP, traders will wait for June month industrial production details ahead of the New York Empire State Manufacturing Index data. It should, however, be noted that risk catalysts will offer a clearer direction than the light calendar. Technical analysis failures to cross 107.00 joins the recent break of a 2-week-old support line, now resistance, to direct USD JPY prices to a 21-day SMA level of 106.08. However, any further downside will be curbed by the monthly low near 105.30. On the contrary, the support-turned resistance line, near 107.10, precedes a 100-day SMA level of 107.20 to restrict the pair's short-term upside. Additional important levels overview today: last price 106.56 today, daily change 0.04 today, daily change percent 0.04% today, daily open 106.6 NBSP trends, daily SMA 20 106.09, daily SMA 50 106.8, daily SMA 100 107.22, daily SMA 200 108.12 NBSP levels, previous daily high 107.04, previous daily low 106.44, previous weekly high 107.05, previous weekly low 105.71, previous monthly high 108.16, previous monthly low 104.19, daily Fibonacci 38.2%, 106.67, daily Fibonacci 61.8%, 106.81, daily pivot point S1 106.34, daily pivot Point S2 106.09 daily pivot. Point S3 105.74 daily pivot. Point R1 106.95 daily pivot. Point R2 107.3 daily pivot. Point R3 107.55 NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.